Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode here on the Iron Man Profile. In today's video, the mining update is in full force, and we have two mining fiestas that are going to be quite interesting. One where they literally kind of broke the game for an entire fiesta, and another one that was bearable, but like still it just feels broken when you're mining gemstones. So we'll get into that today. If you guys are excited for that, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. But without further ado, let's jump right into the brand new update. Super quickly though, if you do ever find yourself checking on the Hypixel store, whether it be for an ongoing or upcoming fire sale, maybe you just need some Skyblock gems for some booster cookies, or you want to hit up Taylor's shop for the remaining few days of this seasonal bundle, whatever it may be, whenever you find yourself checking on the Hypixel store, don't forget to use my creator code on checkout. It is code Zach, spelled just like my name, Z-A-C-H. If you use that on checkout, you'll actually save 5% on your purchase. It's a great way to support myself and the channel, and I do greatly appreciate everyone who uses my code. You guys are the best. But without further ado, we have an update to jump into. So we kind of have to jump straight into the mining update because there's a mining fiesta taking place in only 50 minutes. It's going to be very scuffed, but I still need to mine gemstones for more glossy minerals, so it's not going to be ideal. Like, our rates are going to be pretty bad, I can't lie, but we're going to try and we're going to compare. But something I did go ahead and get started was a polished topaz rod. This wasn't really hard to do. I went ahead and mined 2 flawless topaz, had 3 bejeweled handles, and this is just an item for museum. Also a pretty good, decent early game lava fishing rod, I suppose. So not bad at all. Happy to get that thing going. Other things I've been up to is I actually now have the Blazing Reforge on my full equipment set, and I actually have a couple extra. I went ahead and killed some lava blazes while I was just kind of running around figuring out what the update did. Dropped 6 of these things really quickly, and yeah, it's the new best in slot reforge, I guess you could say, for mining equipment, or at least for mining fortune. That is, on a legendary equipment piece, it gives you 7 mining fortune and 3 heat resistance. The heat resistance is actually good because Bal no longer gives you permanent heat immunity in the magma fields. In fact, what he does is he actually gives you 150 base heat resistance, which is really good. Some pristine in the magma fields, while in the crystal hollows, killing mobs reduces your heat by 4 and reduces pickaxe ability cooldowns by 10%. So there's some pretty good stuff there, but obviously not the pet he used to be by any means. And then he does have some base mining stats of 110 mining fortune, 25 mining speed. So I'm going to mine with this, and we have our new equipment reforges. I also forgot I have a Silex that I had in my chest. And then actually I was testing the new rates of mining hardstone. It's actually way better from what I've seen so far. So I actually want to go ahead and craft another Silex as well. So we need 9 concentrated stone. Let me go and make that really quickly, like so. We can go and make a Silex, and then I know a lot of you are going to want me to put this onto a diamond pickaxe for dungeons. I would much rather max out the Silexes on my main drill. I feel like that's way more beneficial, so let me go ahead and do that. That's efficiency 9, and this right here is efficiency 10. That is actually so clean. Happy to have that done. Very expensive to have that done, but yeah, hopefully Hardstone's a little bit better moving forward. And then some other things I want to do really quickly before the mining fiesta starts. I go to the crystal hollows. We head on over to Gemma, the diamond essence shop. There's actually a new perk called Rhinestone Fusion. It actually started me off at tier 7. I don't know what does that, but either way, it's an extra 12 mining or gemstone fortune, and I actually have 2,000 diamond essence, so we can go ahead and upgrade this one time. That's 8 skyblock XP, and we can upgrade another time for another 8 skyblock XP. I need some more diamond essence, but I think there's 2 more tiers to this for 1,900 total essence and 19 skyblock XP, but I'll take my 16 for the time being. Either way, still trying to figure out what's actually going on with this update. It'll be very interesting during the mining fiesta. So a couple of things I do need to change for the mining fiesta is slowly but surely I will get some heat. Now I have kind of worked around with my tree, and I have it in a decent spot for some things, but I wasn't able to max this out. But this is still a lot of heat resistance, and it does add up. Also, my like 25 million gemstone powder isn't even close to enough to like max out my tree anymore, so that's a little bit sad. I also need just a bunch more glaciite powder, and then for some reason, I just have an overkill amount of mithril powder. Like, you only need 8 mil to like max out anything that's kind of useful down here, like maybe Quick Forge, I guess, and Season Mine Man, but like I don't know. Like, you just how it's balanced is just very strange in my opinion. So it is what it is. But yeah, we have some more power grind to do in our future, apparently, which is okay because I do need more diamond and gold essence, so it's not the end of the world. And then also, I got my Filet of Fortunes, which you can actually buy from the tavern in the Dwarven Mines. This will give me 20 mining fortune for 60 minutes. And then the Gemstone Gauntlet. Now, this item got a quite insane overhaul. It now has some very interesting abilities being reduced to atoms, kinetic, and gemstone snap. So, the big ones. Kill mobs on mining islands to charge the gauntlet meter. Mobs killed from the same gemstone type as your filled gemstone slots. Ability kinetic. Killing a mob on mining island reduces all your forge timers by 2.5 seconds and plus 0.5 seconds per perfect gemstone. So we need to get some perfects back in here. And then the ability being gemstone snap. If I sneak right click when the gauntlet meter is full, gain 50 mining fortune for 60 minutes. So this is going to be really interesting. I went ahead and filled it up by killing some of the ice walkers. Honestly, it took like no time, but it's going to be very interesting to see how that actually works and if it's actually any good or what's going on there. So yeah, very interesting though. Basically turn this like somewhat useless item into something useful late game again. So yeah, I feel like they just moved a bunch of stats around, and then also yeah, gemstone rates are just much worse than what they were before. I can't even lie. Like, I think at least 20 to 25% worse from my rough guesstimates, but I think the real test will be during the mining fiesta, and I still need to mine gemstones for the mining fiesta because we need glossy gemstones, as I was saying. So it's going to be the ultimate test to see if this is any good or not. But like the pristine procs I'm getting, it's like, okay, that one was 40, but usually it's like averaging 20. And then if you do that times 2 in the fiesta, like during the fiesta, like almost all my procs were above 100, but 20 times 2 is 40. Like that's no good. Like I know during the fiesta I was getting like 50, 100, 150, 200. So it's a lot less. We'll see what that correlates to over a long period of time, but it's going to be very interesting. So we are currently 3 or 2.5 minutes away from the first mining fiesta since the changes. It should be really interesting. Let me go ahead and actually do recipe hardstone, free up the inventory space a little bit. The one thing is I need to stay on top of water bottles, which is a new thing, so that's going to be fun. That removes 10 heat every time I do that. I have a few in my potion bag here, and then I put a decent amount somewhere. Where did I put them? I put some here. Yeah, kind of just in a few different random spots. Didn't want to fill up too much of my inventories though, so hopefully I bought the right amount of water bottles. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Our heat resistance should be pretty decent though. We're at 220 heat resistance, which actually feels really good. The one thing is that there's a couple stats that are currently bugged. I don't know how they did this. But if we go into pristine, for example, for some reason there's a century cake, in quotations, that's giving me 5 pristine. That just shouldn't be there. So we have an extra 5 pristine, so that'll definitely affect our rates. But our mining fortune is still just way lower than what it used to be, I think. So, or I feel like it was. I don't know. It's gonna be really interesting. I mean, we're gonna do the fiesta. We're gonna find out if it is or not, and basically see how our rates are. Like the last few, we've done 144 mil. If I do anywhere around that, I'm honestly happy. But I guess we won't really know if that's because of the pristine or not. So, I mean, because we have an extra 5 pristine, we should honestly be doing, like, more than that. But, yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. Like, is the 5 pristine going to make it even or more or less? So, it should be interesting. But, yeah, let's get started in a minute. I'll cut back with some progress as I start filling out the rates, but let's hope this mining fiesta goes okay. So, we are now, well, there's only 44 minutes left in the fiesta, and I was honestly just so disappointed to even be able to record this clip. But basically, the admins made a little bit of a mistake when rolling the update today. Not just the craziness of the die, but basically the mining fiesta. You know how like mining fiestas are supposed to give you like 2 times drops from like ores, gemstones, basically everything mining related. Yeah, they forgot to leave that on. So right now we're doing a mining fiesta without getting double rates, and our rates are pretty chopped because of the new changes. Yeah, a little bit of a rough mining fiesta. You might be wondering why I'm even still doing it. I'm doing it for glossy gemstones. I do still need a ton of those things for like the equipment set, powder coatings, for my drill, for my armor set. So yeah, there's a lot of things I need glossy gemstones still for. And so I figured I may as well get some and do this. I think I started at 94 glossy gemstones. We're up to 110, so we're getting some. But yeah, nothing amazing. Our rates this mining fiesta though are like actually abysmal. It is so sad. Like what they've done to gemstone mining now is a little disgusting. I'm gonna be completely honest. It definitely won't be my primary money making method moving forward. In fact, I'm probably gonna move over to farming because I think farming is now either the exact same, if not better, than gemstone mining. I've heard that gold mining's still really good. In fact, like almost better from what I've heard, like over 10 million coins per hour extra than compared to gemstone mining. So might have to check that one out. But yeah, mining gemstones ain't it. Gonna be completely honest. And I know there's still some mining fortune for me to get in the game, but to the point where it's like basically halved. The only reason why it's anywhere close to my old rates kind of is because currently I have an extra 5 pristine that is also a current bug. So yeah, it's a little interesting, a little bit chopped, but it is what it is. Still going so I can get my glossy gemstones and then some coins, I guess. But yeah, definitely not an ideal mining fiesta, and I've heard that they're going to be fixing it. They better, because I have another mining fiesta in 8.5 hours basically. So hopefully it's fixed by then. If it's not, I'm going to be very sad while mining at like past midnight, but we'll have to wait and see. Either way, I'm going to keep on going. I've heard some game updates are rolling, so honestly, I hope they roll it during the fiesta. I wouldn't even be mad. I just want my double rates back. So my lobby is now closing for a game update. It just popped up in my chat. It's going to be closing in 30 seconds. There's still 38 minutes left. Yeah, there we go. We got kicked. Hopefully they fixed it, I guess, is the bigger question. Like, if I go warp crystal nucleus, can we found out day 0. Let's find out really quickly together. Is it now giving double drops, or did they do a game update for no reason? Let's find out. I guess we can just mine topaz. We're mainly looking at the pristine messages. They did not. It's still giving 20 and 21 mainly. That is concerning. How is that even possible? Interesting. So the 4th out of 5 mining fiesta is now done. A little bit of a rough introduction to how things are going to be now. Obviously, there's still some improvements to be made on setups and tweaking our trees, and I need more powder now for all that, and there's a few other ways to get a little bit more fortune that I'm missing out on, but overall, not amazing. Not to mention the fact that the double X drops wasn't working. Oh my goodness, the lobby. Hello, fellas. Yo, this is insane. You guys and your armadillos, bruh. Shameless. Bunch of dillo miners. Okay, but oh, I forgot I still have all this to sell. I forgot about that, but yeah, just grim. Just grim. Like, I know it's not going to be much. Like, the only thing that really matters is the glossy gemstones. I think I started at 94. I'm up to 113, so man, that's like not even good. What is that, 19 glossy gemstones? Am I doing that right? That's insane. That is not good. Yeah, kind of sad, but it is what it is. Hopefully the next one's better. Let me go ahead and count up how much we made, though. It's not going to be much. So Squid has come to the mining funeral, but we made 61 mil. 61 million coins. That is, it's sad. Like, look at here. This is all we got from 2.5 hours. That is sad. 19 glossy as well. Yeah, just a rough fiesta, man. Yeah, no 2 times, so I guess like that would have been 122 mil, except for we have an extra 5 pristine right now because of a bug, so it's actually gonna be less. And when you compare that to the 144 mil I did the 2 fiestas before this, like in a row, 144 mil each. Like, this is why I've left over extra from the last one, because my sell limit filled up. Like, this is, like, I have more leftovers from the last one than I got from this entire fiesta, which is kind of sad. It is what it is. Hopefully the next fiesta has the 2 times drops at least, that we can at least get over 100 mil, but we'll take what we can get. Shout out to the fellas for coming, but yeah, unfortunately it was a funeral instead of a celebration. We're currently sitting at about an hour and a half away from the next mining fiesta, the final one, and I'm actually doing some Skatha mining for these Dwarven O's block brand, and I actually dropped my first one, so not too shabby. The first 5 times you consume this item, gain a permanent +2 block fortune. So, yeah, that's 1 of 5. So let me go and consume that really quickly. That's actually pretty huge. But yeah, just dropped one of these things from Escatha. I figured, you know what, I may as well do a little bit of this before the Mine Fiesta, just working towards some of the brand new items. And these do give some Skyblock XP, so I figured, you know what, let's go ahead and try and see if we can get lucky and drop at least one of them before the Fiesta. If anyone's wondering what the actual drop chance is, if we go to Crystal Hollows Worm from Skathas, is a 10% chance, so honestly not terrible. But yeah, just a matter of actually spawning in a bunch of Skaithas and dropping them myself and getting that done, even though I'm done with everything else from Worms and Skaithas. So that's a little bit of a tedious part, but yeah, we actually got one. Pretty cool. So I kind of forgot to record a clip for this mining fiesta starting. I just realized that there's already only 32 minutes left, so a little bit of an oopsie. Obviously, got all set up. I had some kid though who was like, "Let me fix up your route for you," and like bob-ombed the whole place. I'm sure he had good intentions, but like he also then broke all my cobble and like it was just scuffed. Luckily he did swap lobbies though, so I've been able to continue going. Not a full grief, but definitely partially unintentionally, I think. So yeah, a little bit of a strange interaction there, but they did fix the 2x drops from gemstones or like at all during the fiesta. So God bless for that, because it was rough. Like 61 million coins from the last fiesta and like only 19 glossy was not it. But I have already taken a peek at my glossy gemstones so far, and we're kind of popping off. I've also hearing rumors right now that they changed like the rates of glossy gemstones like quite a bit. I'm hearing that it's basically out of 2,000 for a glossy gemstone, but the number of the 2,000 is actually the breaking power required for the gemstone you're mining. So like if you're mining like Jasper, it's like 9 out of 2,000. If you're mining Ruby, it's like 6 out of 2,000. So that's what I'm hearing. I kind of feel it. I don't know if that's actually confirmed or not. That's just rumors I'm hearing. It could be written somewhere in like the patch notes and I'm just unaware, but either way, I feel like I'm getting more, so that's good. Our ruby rates aren't terrible though. However, we do still have that pristine cake that is like bugged. That's giving me an extra 5 pristine. So not sure how much of our rates are being carried by that. Like my actual pristine procs are still a lot lower than what they were pre-update. Like pre-update, I was getting 50 at the minimum, and like instead of 80, I was getting 100. But instead we're getting 42 and 84, so a good bit less. But it is what it is. You know, I don't know why they buffed every other type of mining though, and then nerfed gemstones. So that's like my one thing that's like kind of strange. Like gemstones, I feel like got kind of screwed over in all this. Like I'm pretty sure Toad messaged me saying he's making like over 80 million coins an hour mining gold, which is absurd. But I do need the glossy gemstones, so yeah, eventually we'll tap into the gold mining. But for the time being, I need the glossy gemstones. So I'm gonna keep on mining though. We have half an hour left in the fiesta exactly, so I'll be back in a bit, and hopefully we have some decent number tallies to actually rake in, because my goodness, we need the coins, bruh. Especially with Diaz coming up, it's just going to be expensive. The 5th and final mining fiesta has come to an end. Honestly, I think our rates were pretty decent. The proof will be in like how much we actually made, but something we can do is max out our final Chocolate Factory employee. Boom. Don't mind if we do. We now have this completely maxed. All of our employees are max level until we get another divine, hopefully, and then we have to upgrade the level one more time. But I guess besides that, I just need to max out Rabbit Barn. I don't know how far that goes, but I mean, I'll get enough so I can hold all the rabbits, of course. And then besides that, it's just going ham on the chocolate shop. So not bad whatsoever. Let's head back to the island, though. I think we did really good on glossy gemstones. And, oh, the fellows are here. And, oh my goodness. Hey gamers. 11 TPS is crazy. Yeah, it's a little laggy. It's a little laggy. I'm always curious. Let's do social ping wars. Let's see whose Wi-Fi is holding up to the test. Come on. If it'll load. It's crunching those numbers apparently. Apparently they're crunching. I don't know how much they're crunching. Okay, it's really struggling. It's really struggling. Yo, it is so laggy. Oh my goodness. I guess we'll never know. Oh, there we go. Yeah, there's some. The average is 764. Yo, Quiffy, dude, what are you connected through? Like an actual potato? That is absurd. Either way, I'm gonna go ahead and sort out all the ruby. Oh yeah, I still have all this to sell from the last one. I might have to place down some more chests, or do I have room in these? I probably have room in those too for all of our ruby. I'll go ahead and just kind of shove it in here, I suppose. But yeah, let me go and calculate it up. But glossy gemstone wise, okay, this is actually insane. I started at 113, I think. I think I got 40 glossy gemstones from that fiesta. And I'm 7 short. I am 7 glossy gemstones short of being able to do something with this last 25. I was really hoping I'd get that 7 because that would be a powder coating for our drill and then the full equipment set. That is really unfortunate. It is what it is. It's okay. There'll be more miracles, I'm sure, but man, we came so close to getting like another threshold. That's brutal. So we didn't get a PB by any means. I mean, PB since the update, I suppose, considering we only made 61 million coins last Fiesta, but 116 mil is what I calculated, which isn't great. I mean, compared to the 144 mil we were doing the Fiestas before, it's not amazing, but it's not terrible. Like, it's not fully terrible, but the problem is I just don't know what it's going to be once the bugged pristine disappears. For like anyone who doesn't really know what I'm talking about or is watching this like way after the fact, there's a bug right now in like the first 48 hours of the update, basically, where if you had your century cakes eaten before, the perks of those century cakes were a little wonky. For example, I'm getting 5 pristine from a century cake, which obviously just shouldn't be happening at all. But yeah, so I don't know how much that was carrying and how much that affects it. It's really hard to say, but either way, yeah, I mean, I'll just be making less than I did this time, and this time was already quite a bit less than what I was making pre-update, so I don't know. I'm kind of conflicted. It is what it is. I know that gold is insane, but like I feel like gemstones should still be the best money, like mining money-making method, and the fact that it's like nowhere close now is kind of just feels a little bit strange and feels like the update was kind of mishandled, but I could be wrong. Maybe it'll grow on me, at least for this part. I enjoy everything else in the update. I think everything else is amazing, but this one part, the gemstones, I don't know if that's it. So I went ahead and sold all the gemstones I can. We're back up to our 200 mil daily limit in my purse right now. I still have 45 million coins worth of ruby to sell, or a little bit more, and I have a little bit of topaz in my sack, but that is all the ruby from this mare. If we go ahead, though, and actually put this into our bank, that'll fill up our bank and also put us at over 1 billion coins. We're now at 1.14 billion coins again, bruh. I haven't been at 1 billion coins in so long, so that is very, very refreshing to see. I can't lie. But yeah, over 1 bill bank. Once again, we still have 45 mil to sell, so that'll put us at like 1.185 roughly, so a little under 1.2 bill. So yeah, that does feel very good, but there's a lot of things I need to spend money on, so we'll see how long this stays at above 1 bill is the real question. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. In fact, I'm gonna go and deposit 1 billion coins just so that it's like all even and I can just play around with my extra money. As long as I keep 1 bill in here, then we have maxed out G-Drag Bank, so that's all that matters, right? So there you have it, the final 2 mining fiestas of Miracle with the brand new update out. Honestly, the rates weren't terrible, but once again, as I was saying, how much of that was the extra 5 pristine I was getting? We're gonna have to wait and see over the coming days as people's bonus starts disappearing. But yeah, everything else in the update seems really good. I've actually been enjoying grinding a lot of the new items since even the last clip, so it's been a lot of fun. I just hope that maybe they kind of buff gemstone mining a bit, because it kind of feels weird that it's like way worse than so many other things for money now. Don't really like how that kind of fits into the stage of progression, but we'll get into that on another day. So thank you so much for watching today's video all the way to the end. If you guys did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Use code Zach whenever you find yourself checking out in the Hypixel store. But without further ado, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care and peace out.